Professional football is the epitome of all things American. NFL world is full of genius players, but some of them manage to make us say, wow. So let's look at the 10 biggest freaks in nature in NFL history.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 10. Montez Sweat, Washington Redskins. At the 2019 NFL Scouting Combine, no one has crushed the pre-draft process better than Montez Sweat. He was the defensive player whose workout made people rub their eyes to check if they were not seeing fictional things, and it was all just a reality. Sweat set a record at the NFL Scouting Combine for the fastest 40-yard dash by a defensive lineman at 4.41 seconds, while also displaying some exciting movement skills and drills. The 6'6", 260-pound pass rusher clocked a 4.41 second 40-yard dash. Can you believe that? The scouting world definitely took notice. He moved like a wide receiver through the bags, exhibiting outstanding lateral quickness and change of direction ability. He is excellent against the run as well, and he should continue to be a very good edge setter for the Redskins. Number 9. David Johnson. 28-year-old David Johnson is an American football running back, and his ability to ace the game is nondescript in words. His off-season workouts are renowned enough to where his regimen was featured in a popular men's fitness magazine. Given some of the work he performs in the offseason to stay in shape, well, it's not really surprising. He even set a league record by gaining at least 100 yards from scrimmage in 15 straight games to open the season. You will find all the key weight room workouts that are part of any training regimen, but Johnson also does things like sprinting 30 seconds on a treadmill, going at 15 miles per hour, box jumps that clear over 4 feet high, and even standing jumps out of a swimming pool onto the deck, which we can all agree requires absolutely ridiculous lower body strength. Could it be the real hidden key behind his success in the NFL? Or was he just born naturally so good at it? Number 8. Julio Jones. According to a group of NFL executives polled by Matt Miller, Julio Jones is the best wide receiver in the game. Miller asked a combination of 30 players and front office types who the best wide receiver is, and the vast majority picked Jones. And by the vast majority, we mean not less than 98%. The Atlanta Falcons wideout was described by one scout as big, strong, fast, physical, and he has the catch radius, leaping ability, and body control that everyone wants. One player described him as a monster and said that he is a freak of nature. Julio Jones is currently on pace to record his 1,400th reception in the middle of his 14th season. And remember, the total number of games he missed since he was drafted in 2011 is equal to more than a full NFL season. He was ranked best wide receiver in NFL by peers, coaches, and league executives, and it should come as no surprise that Julio came in as the number 1 wideout in the league. Every time we're scouting receivers, that's the one we want. One veteran NFL quarterback said, "He has everything." Number 7. Bob Hayes. Bob Hayes was selected in the 7th round of the 1964 NFL Draft, and the Dallas Cowboys saw potential in him as a speed-burning wide receiver. He went on to play with the Cowboys for 11 seasons, becoming the first and only gold medalist to win a Super Bowl. And he was not just a player, he was the world's fastest human. Now, you thought that Usain Bolt was the one that had the nickname. Well, actually in Tokyo, he captured a gold medal in the 100-meter race, tying the world record in the process. In 8.7 seconds, Bob Hayes ran the second fastest 110 meters of all time. Usain Bolt gets credit for an electronically timed 8.65 seconds, but he did not run on the much slower cinder track or get hand times as Bob Hayes did. This time over that speed is faster than Usain Bolt, faster than Carl Lewis, faster than anyone in the long storied history of the sport. Number 6. Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor revolutionized the game of football unlike any other defensive player in NFL history. The best defensive player of all time was the original LT, Lawrence Taylor. He is the only player in the NFL history to win 3 NFL Defensive Player of the Year awards. He changed the way the game was played at the outside linebacker position. He was a phenomenal stand-up pass rusher who could not be single blocked. He showed amazing speed off the edge and an unmatched closing burst once he turned the corner. There are not enough words to describe his excellent motor and the desire to get to the quarterback. He might be the player who elevated the public's consciousness on the importance of the sack. He not only got after passers at a time when sacks weren't a recognized statistic, but he actually coined the term sack. Teams simply don't know how to stop him because he was too big and too fast for opposing blockers. Ever since he stepped onto the field, every general manager in the NFL has tried to find a linebacker that is in the same league as him. And while there are some guys who have been able to have amazing seasons or great runs for 2 or 3 seasons, none have sustained that level of greatness throughout the career like LT. Number 5, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, a running back for the Tennessee Titans, is a generational talent, and whether he is the NFL's best running back or not, well, that is debatable. What is not, though, is that there is no one like him. He cannot be stopped. While the existence of the power back has slowly slipped away from modern football in favor of the vertical passing game, Henry is a throwback to the days when the starting tailback felt every bit as important as the quarterback. Not every superstar in the NFL is a prima donna, but there are enough of them to make you admire the way that King Henry always tries to achieve the goal and how hard he has worked to get to this point in his career. Teammates have to love that about him. They marvel at Henry's ability, yes. When you get over here and meet the guy, get to know him, I think I became one of his biggest fans, and recently signed linebacker Jadeveon Clowney. Number 4, Josh Gordon. The reason why the NFL keeps giving Josh Gordon so many chances, despite his ridiculously long list of transgressions, is because of his unbelievable physical gift. He is truly a freak of nature athlete. Gordon has 39 receptions and a team-leading 701 receiving yards, despite not playing for the Patriots over the first 3 weeks. He also has 3 touchdown catches and a 70.1 receiving yards per game average. His best game in a Patriots uniform so far was in Week 9 versus the Green Bay Packers on Sunday Night Football. Gordon hauled in 5 receptions for 130 yards and a touchdown to help the Pats beat Aaron Rodgers and company. Prior to the start of the 2019 NFL season, Gordon trained with Olympic gold medalist Tim Montgomery, and we could see Gordon, who already ran the 40-yard dash in under 4.6 seconds while standing 6'3" and 225 pounds, play even faster on the field. Number 3, Vernon Davis. What Vernon Davis did in the weight room during his junior year in college is absolutely amazing. He broke school records with a 460-pound bench, 686-pound squat, and a 355-pound clean. And the most impressive part is that all of this came from a guy who was 6'3" and weighed less than 250 pounds. He surely has the physique of a Greek god. Back in the 2006 NFL Combine, Davis ran a 4.38 40-yard dash, making him a unique prospect that would inevitably create mismatches on the field. The 49ers selected him as the 6th overall pick of the draft just 1 month later. Number 2, Vernon Gholston. Even though Vernon Gholston was an all-time bust, there is no denying that he was an all-time beast. At the 2008 NFL Combine, he put up 37 reps on the bench, which was the most of any player that year. Standing 6'3", weighing 266 pounds, he looked like a hero carved from stone. But you can think of this as a case of warning that size doesn't always matter in the sports world. Despite being an absolute freak of nature, he never recorded a single sack in the NFL. Number 1, Javon Kearse. The Tennessee Titans have seen many stars and elite talents pass through their ranks, but there's only been one freak, Javon Kearse. The defensive end was the 16th overall pick in the 1999 NFL Draft. He looked like part of his nickname, The Freak, as his 7'3" wingspan made him a nightmare of opposing offensive tackles. He recorded 74 career sacks and was a 3-time Pro Bowl selection, spending 7 seasons with the Titans and 4 with the Philadelphia Eagles. But while good players come and go, the great ones leave their mark on the league, and that's just what this freak did. Who do you think is the biggest NFL freak in nature? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.